Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to practice my graduation makeup. I'm such a procrastinator. I should have practiced this like weeks ago, do like a couple of trials. But I'm so lazy again. The ceremony is on the 7th and we're driving to go to Florida on the 4th, and today's the 2nd at 10:42 at night. I'm just going to try and see what works. And we are going to go over all the Asian dramas I've watched in May of 2025. Let's get started. Maybe 5 minutes after, I'm going to remove all of the makeup anyway, so what's the point? You can't see all the pimples in my face. But we. First, going over all the dramas I've dropped. Tastefully Yours is a 2025 Korean contemporary romance. I've watched 7 out of 10 episodes. It tells the story of an heir to a conglomerate competing with his cousin to get the approval of, I guess, their mother or grandmother or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure if they're brothers or cousins, but anyways. And they're competing to get like 3, I guess, Michelin stars. And how the male lead does it is he steals recipes and ideas of lesser known restaurants. But then a scandal happens, basically him being exposed of all his shady stuff. And he meets this hole in the wall, small countryside restaurant owner chef, and he attempts to steal her recipes, but then again, the scandal broke. And hiding his identity, he slowly waits for a chance to, one, steal the recipes, and two, to make a comeback. So, yeah, that's essentially the story. I know the leads are good, and I enjoy some of their performances in some dramas, but I don't like watch the drama for them. I know both of them has fans watch the dramas for these two leads, but I don't, and I am not one of them. And I think this is just a wasted opportunity for a really cute love story with good food and these individual characters to have deep personal growth. And just like a slow aesthetic drama, like A Little Forest, one of the movies that Kim Teddy did. Like, this could have been that. I'm not really sure it was worth it to go to Japan and film their scenes. Yeah, I don't mind the second male lead or the ex coming in. I think the female lead deserved a better backstory, in my opinion. Second, Shot at Love, 2025 Korean contemporary romance. I've watched 6 out of 12 episodes. It tells the story of our female lead after a breakup and calling off her engagement after her fiance cheated on her, of course. And then her being transferred because she applied to be transferred to the countryside where her family lives. And she reunites with, childhood friends and, of course, the male lead, whom I guess they kind of shared a past, a love story that didn't have like a proper ending or a conclusion. I think the female lead and her family, except the mom, has a drinking problem. I don't think the story or the characters like appealed to me since, one, I don't drink. I don't drink at all, but I've enjoyed dramas with drinking in it as like the main focus, like solo drinking, something like that with Ha Seok-jin and Park Ha-sun. I like that, but this just didn't appeal to me that much. Youthful Glory. It's a 2025 Chinese period idol romance. I've watched 15 out of 30 episodes. So, our female lead is a daughter of a prominent family. Her dad is like an important official, and in order for other people to not take advantage of her and her family name, she marries the Prince of Dongbei, who's our male lead, and then they work together to fight corruption in court. Do I look okay? I don't know. I think the lighting's too strong that you can't tell. But anyways, so yeah, I know. Then they fall in love and fight corruption. Yada yada yada. The production quality is so cheap. Why can't they have like a standard production quality? And I think the filter, the over excessive, like pale white filter that they put on, makes it even worse. I think just toning down the brightness of the whole drama would help in making this drama look not that cheap. It's too bright and it looks tacky. Just makes the whole thing look tacky. I don't remember the female lead in other dramas, but I don't know if she knows. I don't know if she doesn't know how to act and her acting's that bad, or she's not used to the camera yet, or the skin smoothing makes her expressions non existent, or her dubbing is bad. So I don't know if it's a combination of all three, but she can't act. Song Wei Long, at least I think, can pose and look good and say his lines without much awkwardness. Desperate Mrs. Songju. It's a 2025 Korean makjang daily drama. I watched 122 episodes out of 126. I could have finished it, but nah. It tells the story of a talented interior designer who finds out that her husband is cheating on her with her high school nemesis. As daily drama goes, story of babies getting swapped and all the dramatic stuff that really doesn't happen in real life. It was fine. It was fun until it got ridiculous. You know how daily dramas go. Bombs and like ridiculous stuff happens that just take you out of the reality. It's for ajumas to watch without thinking and putting in the background. I never get it symmetrical. That's all the dramas I've dropped. So moving on to the dramas that I completed watching. The first drama I completed is Ice World, which is a 1999 Japanese contemporary mystery romance with 11 episodes. A murder occurs that causes like an insurance and police investigation, which leads to a coworker who's our female lead also getting involved and finding out that men that are linked to her mysteriously dies, and they're suspecting of insurance fraud and even serial murder. I think I gotten the hang of drawing my brows, but I don't think they're even to begin with. Yeah, this one's more arched, while this one's more flat looking. I rate this 9.5 out of 10. I think it's one of those dramas that Japan does really well. Mystery and romance together. And I think this is my third time watching this drama. And I watch so many dramas and I have a memory of a goldfish. So watching this drama and seeing the twists feels new every time. I still have an issue with the cop and how the writer presents how his wife got pregnant. Was that really necessary? He wasn't a good husband to begin with. Like, I'm already convinced he's not a good husband. He has his faults, but do you have to add that on for me to like really hate him? I don't think that was really necessary. I think this was like peak Takenouchi Yutaka and Matsushima Nanako. They both delivered nuanced performances. I don't think anybody else could have portrayed these characters better and had the chemistry that they had. Subete wasurete shimau kara, a 2022 Japanese mystery slice of life with 10 episodes. So the male lead's girlfriend goes missing. Like, not missing, she disappears for a while without telling anybody. And with the suggestion of the people around him, he starts searching for his girlfriend and finds out things that he doesn't know about her and do some reflecting on their relationship. I rate this 8.5 out of 10. I wanted to watch it when it came out because, of course, Abe Hiroshi, one of my guilty pleasures of middle-aged man that I crush on. But I struggled to find English subs when it came out and then forgot about it till now. It's a really slow slice of life and it's pretty unique. It would depend on whether or not the mystery was worth it to watch the drama for till the end, because it's really a slice of life and like a reflection of the male lead and his attitude towards their relationship and his life. And it has a unique format in which at the end of every episode they play an OST that's kind of reflective or summarizing what that episode is about. My music taste is very narrow, so I can't tell if they're good music, but if you like listening to J-pop, I guess these people would be familiar to you. My Sharia More, a 2024 Thai period romance with 19 episodes. It's a love story between a rich heiress and a widowed poor judge. 8.5 out of 10. This is my guilty pleasure. I don't know how many times I rewatched this drama this year alone, and it won't be the last. I just watch it for their chemistry because the writing and the dialogue can be shallow, and the storytelling style, whether it's camera language, the pacing, the background music, is kind of over the top. Next drama I completed is My Dear Enemy. It's a 2025 Chinese contemporary slice of life kind of friendship drama with 24 episodes. This tells the story of two friends who have been best friends since their college, but they separated and reunited again. But I guess they kind of become frenemies because they're kind of jealous of each other because they live two complete different lives, and with the addition of like an aspiring young actress into their friendship, things happen. 7 out of 10. I absolutely love Chinese contemporary dramas with this type of style. I like the realisticness of their friendship. And I think I realized that I am not a fan of Michelle Chen's acting. It's not because I have a positive bias for her ex-husband. No. I don't really care about other people's personal lives, and that doesn't affect my view of the drama or the acting unless it's a crime, right? It was short and sweet compared to like a 32 or a 36 episode contemporary drama, which is the standard length. I just didn't like the breaking of the fourth wall. I just don't see the point because I want to immerse myself into the drama. And when the character breaks the fourth wall, it just pulls me out. What? Are you talking to me? Next drama I completed is Dear Hongrang. It's a 2025 Korean mystery historical revenge thriller with 11 episodes. So the long lost son of a prominent rich merchant family returns, but is he really the lost son or is he an imposter? I rate this 8 out of 10. I loved the dynamics between the parents' generation, which was Ji-won and Park Byung-eun. It's not a love story, but their relationship dynamic and their scenes together were intense, and they have good chemistry, and that keeps you engaged. I know the leads have hardcore fans, but I'm not one of them. But I think they did well. They're both good actors. I don't think they're just the type of actors and actresses that I go for or like really hardcore stan. Oh god. Why is this powder all over the place? Oh god. I'm making a mess here. I see in the comments a lot that they got second male lead syndrome, but I didn't get it. And I did not buy the romance of the leads. And I have watched like step sibling adjacent romance. Anything that's sibling romance, kind of, but not incest. Like, you know what I mean? They're not blood related. Ones I can think of, like recently, The Rise of Ning, Serendipity. The Rise of Ning I bought because I like the two leads. Serendipity dropped it, so I could not tell. I don't know, maybe they weren't given enough time to develop the chemistry and the story between them, but it feels kind of forced. Now I'm super pale. Next is The Prisoner of Beauty, which is a 2025 Chinese costume idol romance with 36 episodes. The female lead and the male lead come from families that has a blood feud between them, but they're arranged to marry and to put their bad blood aside for a political alliance and just to stop the fighting and the feud in general. Rating 10 out of 10. It's a biased rating because I really, really loved it and definitely will watch it again. Song Zur, I think, just became one of my favorite actresses of her generation. I hope she has a successful comeback, like a successful comeback meaning being casted in a new drama, a really high quality one. Because she is such a good actress and like a good female lead that can carry a drama. She pulled off the character really well, which is very different from her another recently aired drama, The Demon Hunter's Romance, which I really, really enjoyed. And Lui Ning was perfect for the role. He has sharp features, which makes him look really mean and really cold. But then he has that cute side of him. And I really don't like people hating on this drama and hating on him just because he's not as good looking as other idol drama actors. For me, at least he's recognizable, at least he can act, and he does his best. I can tell he does his best in his projects. I hope he gets more projects and don't let the hate get to him. Great production quality for idol costume dramas. I love how it looked. I love the colors. I love the color grading. I liked there wasn't that much skin smoothing. I love the costume. The female lead looked really good because the costumes were pretty and she just has that aura. I love the ending. It had a good, happy ending. But RIP to Wei Liang. Someone had to die because they were in a war and it had to be him. Unfortunately. One of my favorite dramas probably of this year. Next, The Devil's Plan Death Room. It's a 2025 Korean reality game variety show with 12 episodes. Contestants live, sleep, dine together and compete with each other while playing like high IQ games to win the prize money. I rate this 2 out of 10. I rate this purely for the story. Like, it's not the quality of the games or the production quality, it's just my enjoyment of the TV series. I was looking forward to it because I enjoyed the first season. I don't understand most of the games. I am not that smart. Sorry. And I don't do board games or any games in general. But I didn't skip them, at least most of them. The reason why this season was underwhelming is because there's no story in general. And I think the production team chose people that will possibly bring drama and have really strong characteristics and personal journeys, but I don't think it panned out as they thought it would. And I'm not talking about just the winner, but every contestant. They were big personalities or impressive people on this show, but there was no story to follow. Maybe it's because I watch a lot of reality survival shows here in America, like Survivor, Big Brother, cooking competitions. I watch all of them with my parents. Hyungyu's behavior was not that surprising, but he didn't have this arch, whether it's a anti-hero or a hero story. He didn't have that, and his win was definitely underwhelming. I don't know if the production doesn't know how to build and tell that story, because the first season, I think the characters, the participants were the story, and I don't think they had to do that much to build their individual stories. You know what I mean. Moving on to the currently watching list. Legend of Zhang Hai, which is a 2025 Chinese costume revenge drama. I've watched 28 out of 40 episodes. The male lead is set on taking revenge against a person that is responsible for the massacre of his entire family. I rate this 8.5 out of 10. It is definitely on the higher production quality side. The costumes are amazing, and you can tell it's expensive and that they put a lot of effort on the props. And Xiaojian looks great. He was always handsome, but he looks really good in this drama. I haven't liked any of his dramas since Untamed, but finally, I wish they styled the female lead better, or if she's styled well, it's not coming through or translating well through the screen. And it's not as gripping as I thought it would be as a mystery revenge drama. I think it's because we already know the backstory of the male lead, and the twist is kind of nothing new, right? There was more to his parents' massacre and more people involved than he expected. And there's like a mysterious guy that's helping him like achieve that stuff. I'm still gonna watch it because there's so many good points. It would depend on how they wrap this up. The ending and the revenge should be satisfying. I don't really mind a sad ending. Would prefer a happy one. It could go either way. They just have to wrap up the drama nicely. Next is Nami Uraraka ni Meoto Biori. It's a 2025 Japanese period romance. I've watched 3 out of 10 episodes. It tells the story of a newlywed life of a Navy officer and a shy, regular Japanese girl. They don't know anything about marriage, they don't know anything about love. It's a cute love story. And the leads are very good looking and they look cute together. I wish it was more cinematic. It kind of feels like the shorter 20-minute drama of those live action adaptation of mangas. The next drama I'm currently watching is For Eagle Brothers. It's a 2025 Korean weekend mid range romance. I've currently watched 34 out of 50 episodes. It tells the story of a widow that inherits her husband's makgeolli business and maintains a really good family relationship with her four brother in laws. She meets a fellow widow and a hotel conglomerate owner who's older than her and falls in love. Rating 7 out of 10. It's not a stressful drama and it's not over the top like usual daily and weekend dramas. I love some couples, the main couple, the professor and the student, and the younger brother and the hotel owner's daughter. But the rest I don't really care. It's a nice light watch over the weekend. And skip some scenes and I can laugh at the cringe or the cute mid-range romance between the leads. Next drama that I'm currently watching, but very slowly, is Always Home, which is a 2025 Chinese youth coming of age romance drama. I'm currently at episode 4 out of 30. So, childhood friends who go to high school together and they contemplate life after high school and personal growth and romance. 8.5 out of 10. I don't know how this drama got past me and I didn't notice this drama airing at all. And it's too early for me to judge and give it a rating, but it's very cute and it's a story about young people coming of age with very distinct personalities. It's very cute and they really look like high schoolers or middle schoolers. I think they're high schoolers. Yes, they're high schoolers. Moving on to things I put on hold. Rincho Hanzai Gakusha Himura Hideo no Suiri. It's a 2016 Japanese mystery drama. Currently watched 2 out of 10 episodes right now. It's a iteration of the Sherlock Holmes and Watson story and dynamic. A criminologist who is like a expert in crime and a mystery novel writer assist the police in solving crimes. Current rating, it's 8 out of 10. This is a rewatch, and even though the mystery is not that groundbreaking, maybe it's because I rewatched it. But anyways, you watch it for the two leads because they're eye candy and their chemistry plus their landlady. That's who you watch the drama for. It's on hold because other dramas took priority and I just never went back into it. That's it. But before we go, got new glasses. My new glasses arrived. I'll try them on for you. You can't tell the difference because they're both silver. Okay, that's number 1. This is number 2. I don't know. They kind of look the same, but one's more rectangular, the other one's round or oval. They're both silver though. Compare that to my old one, which is gold. You can't tell the difference. This is my favorite lipstick, which is expired. Hera Sensual Flush Nude Tint in Pure Tattoo. Alright, another update. I deleted my new camera Nikon ZFC video because I returned it. It was kind of too heavy for me, but I got a new phone because my phone is 5 years old and it's so bad. I deleted the Apple ID on this one before signing out, so there's something wrong with iCloud. And this one kept shutting down on its own when I first received it. It was time to get a new phone, so I returned my camera and got a new phone. Look at the new background. It's my favorite couple, Man Man and Hey, hey, look at them. No, I already hate how it looks. I should just stick to how I did my makeup because this is not right. This is not working. Well, now I know. And I'm too pale. Hell no. Hell no. Even with the lining, I look awful. Okay, so that settles that. It's going to be hell editing this. This video is gonna be all over the place. Bye. Please like and subscribe. Bye.